I guess we'll call it like a renewal series. Maybe a revival. Yes! Yeah! I don't care. I don't care. What do you want me to do? Not go for it when I get past the 50 on 4th and 13? Fuck you. Watch, this will be terrible. What I fucking I mean, God almighty. I can just predict when this game's gonna fuck me. Oh my god. Well, that was a touchdown. Wow. Oh. Oh, what the fuck? You go for it again. Yeah, good. Okay. Oh my god, this fucking game. Just catch the ball in stride and take it upfield, you know? That's all I'm asking. One play touchdown. One play touchdown. Oh my god, I went for a fucking... Oh my god. Oh, barely, but we're in there. We're in there. Well, hello, and welcome to the Revival. So, this is an older series that I did. The first thing I ever did on YouTube was this series, and I wanted to kind of go back to it. Not like I've been making a shit ton of content or anything like that. I just wanted to go back to this series and finish what I started. This is going to be a setup episode, kind of a week 0 type thing, to keep in line with the college football theme. And if you don't want to watch that kind of thing, I will put a card up for the first game that you can click. Hopefully that's up right now. So see you later if you don't want to be here. But yeah, if you're still here after that, I got busy with life, had to take care of some other priorities, and I let things go by the wayside as far as my YouTube channel is concerned. But now I want to kind of get back to uploading because things are a little bit more stable. And that's enough about me. Yeah, so we're going to be Coach Flint again, taking on the Old Dominion Monarchs as the head coach and try to chase glory from Norfolk, Virginia, and see how high up the ranks we can climb. Like I said, this is a setup episode I recorded before with older commentary, and I'm doing a voiceover right now. That's your peek behind the curtain. I will go back to my older voice recording now. Clinton Flint, or Coach Flint, is going to be the coach of the Old Dominion Monarchs. He's the player-created coach that I have. We're 20 of 20 right now. We're on the warm seat. Not the hot seat, but the warm seat. We're not going to be... This is kind of similar to what we're going to be running, a spread pro, sort of, with a 4-2-5 offense. Defense, we're going to be mainly, pass. We're going to be a little bit more aggressive than this, too. Let's move that up. I'm going to try to be aggressive on both offense and defense. We have no recruiting assistants. I'll leave the discipline assistants on just so I can flout it and say, nay. We're not going to do it that way. For our settings, like I said, we're going to have Heisman on. And if you download the NCAA Next mod, I want to show you this very quickly. If you go in here to the next settings, you can change stuff around here. You can set the play clock down to 14 seconds. That's where it'll start after you come out of the huddle. Even though it has a 40-second runoff, would be if you let it go all the way to 0. You can do the transfer portal on, and you can just turn it off if you don't want to mess with that. You can do a normal transfer rate, or you can do high, which I feel like nowadays this is probably closer to normal, but I really don't know. I feel like you get a good amount of transfer outs, and then you have to recruit your transfers. Before, in the older versions of this mod, I think I've mentioned this before too, you used to have to actually, or not have to, you used to just get a batch of recruits that would come in, as well as a batch of recruits that would just kind of drift out of your team, and you just, you could take them or leave them, and you could end up getting a really strong squad just after one off season, just due to random rolls of the dice. In fact, it was more than likely, if you were playing with a weaker team, you would get a batch of really good recruits compared to what you had before. So it's a little different now. It's a little bit more challenging, a little bit more realistic, and I like it that way. One thing I would like to take down that I've noticed gets called a little too much is face mask. I'm going to take it down to 10%. It gets called a little too much. Offsides needs to be on also. Transfer portal on. See, these are our sliders. I'll go ahead and alter them off screen so you guys don't have to watch me tinker with the sliders too much. It's going to be kind of a static episode to start off with. So, all right, so here's the sliders that we're going to be working with very quickly. I got these off of Operation Sports. I'm just going to kind of let you guys read through if you want. We'll go offense, defense, special teams. If that makes sense. Offense, human, offense, CPU. Defense, human. Defense, CPU. Special teams, human, and CPU. All right. Let's take a quick look at our roster here, and I believe that Quinn Hinnacol was the actual starter for the majority of the year for the Monarchs this year, because this is, I think he's also like an upperclassman too, but I'm not going to worry about that kind of stuff too much. Anyway, quarterback, Colton Joseph. Pretty good speed, honestly, and decent throw power, actually pretty good throw accuracy. Yeah, so he'll be all right, I think. Devin Roche, I'm just excited for 91 speed in the backfield. And he's a sophomore. Redshirt sophomore, but still sophomore. You know, we got Marquis James backing him up. We don't have a fullback. Ja'Cory Thomas is going to be our starting wide receiver. And Banasor is also very good. He's just a little slow. Both of them are a little slow. Oh, man, actually, I am kind of thinking of swapping him out. TJ Lott is kind of our burner. He's the only one with 90 speed. Everybody else is in the 80s. So, and it's barely 90. It is 90, though. We have Jalen Butler, and we also have Dawson Johnson, which are two 80 speed overall. And poor Dawson, man, that hair. Whew. We got Zach Barlev, Martin Woodsma, Ryan Joyce, Skylar Grant, and Josh Schutzman. Ricardo Williams Jr. is going to be our left end. Then we have Chris Trinidad, who is our best defensive lineman with 82 overall. DeAndre Lynch and Cole Daniels are going to be in the middle there. Then we have Jaleel Colbreth, who's probably not going to be seeing much action out there. Jason Henderson, 93 overall, best player on our team. Mario Thompson, who's also very solid in the right outside linebacking position. Nicondre Steiger, Batros Alessandro, and Langston Williams, who are going to be our cornerbacks. Colin Collier might come in every once in a while in a dime package. Mario Easterly is our free safety. And we got Colin Collier, who's going to be backing him up. And no, he's stronger. We'll leave him in. Jeremy Mack Jr. is out for 4 weeks. That sucks. Lucas Struck, I guess, will be our strong safety until Jeremy Mack comes back, which will be all right because he's 65 overall. It's not really too much of a drop-off in talent. So that's going to be our roster. We'll go check the magazine real quick, Athlon Sports. Check our preseason polls just real quick. Texas is number 1. Penn State, Ohio State, Georgia, Clemson, Notre Dame, LSU, Alabama, and Oregon, with Miami bringing up your top 10 there, or rounding out your top 10. That's what you should say there. And then this is the rest of the list. We could go all the way down and find us. Oh, right here in the top 100. Okay, hey, that's something. Heisman Watch, Drew Alar, John Mateer, Nico Iamaleava, something like that. Cade Klubnik, and Jeremiah Love. What a way to spell Jeremiah. I've never seen that. Very unique. Preseason All-Americans. We're not on there. Who cares? And we'll go to in-season recruiting now. Actually, let's do the preseason options first. So this is going to be our schedule, pretty much. Virginia Tech is going to be who we're going to take on in week 2, week 3. Week 0, we're going to have open. Then we have our conference play. Our tougher games, I think, this year are going to be probably Marshall, maybe Louisiana Tech. I'm not really worried about South Alabama or Troy so much. I guess I'll play Virginia too. I'll play both of Virginia schools. Syracuse is going to be our other out-of-conference game, other than the Virginia schools. Coastal Carolina is going to be a tough game. James Madison, as you may know, who made the playoffs this year, going to be another tough game too. They've got a good quarterback. As you saw in that game against Oregon, they actually did kind of show up a little bit at the end. They did make some nice. That kid did make some nice throws. Now it was all for naught. Whatever. I'm not going to redshirt anybody. We're just going to go to in-season recruiting. So what do we need here? We need a tackle, a guard, and a center, and a cornerback. Let's go guard. And the thing to keep in mind whenever you're doing this is to go for players that are feasible, I think. You could shoot for the moon, shoot for the stars and land on the moon if you want. We're just going to try to make it into orbit at this point in our school's career. I'm trying to find somebody who's like halfway decent, but also a pipeline, which is mostly going to be Florida. So we'll just have to go for these 2 stars down here. This one's not actually so bad. A little slow, but that's okay. You don't need a fast guard, really, as long as you can get around the corner on the pulls. Maybe we'll have better luck in the tackle. Should have checked the tackle first. And we'll go for the 6'8", 3-star. Pretty strong, big kid. We'll go for this guy too. We'll go for this guy also. And then we'll go look for a cornerback. Probably have better luck here. Oh, 6'3", an athlete. 4'49", we'll take it. 4'6", I don't want to mess with. Too slow. 4'1", 5'10", 181. That's good. That's good. He's got a good squat. I don't know what squat correlates to, but another tall guy. Another medium guy. Let's get one more. Let's go for a center. We gotta try to get a center. I'm not too concerned about getting centers though. We'll try Zach. All right, so I definitely put more emphasis on the corner, so I would like to upgrade that position. Let's just go ahead and simulate through week 0. Let's check recruiting. Okay, we got a pretty good start on our corner here. 6'3". I'm gonna put 20. I usually just go with 20 for 5. It just depends though. We haven't drawn interest from really anybody else except for Zach. Put 20 into his slot too. We'll go with this guard. Oh man, not much interest from any of these guys. We'll try this guard too. We'll just put 25, I think. We're just going to go for 4. I only have 10 points, so we'll just put it here. I really want to get this guy. Itching for the fight. Can the Fighting Illini come away with a victory against Utah? Anybody change really up here? We didn't have any surprise upsets, so we're just gonna leave it alone. The magazine's not really gonna change very much from week 0 to week 1. Next episode, we will take on Southern Miss at Southern Miss and see how we can do, how we can fare. I don't think we have to play against Frank Gore again. Thank God. He was terrifying, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Thank you for joining me again. Happy to be back. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you would like to see more content like this, but the actual gameplay, which will be coming next. Probably will put a link just to the first game if you want to skip all this stuff, but we're going to start again next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Brings you just a little closer to those men who are going into the hottest spots. I hope that it will help you to do a better job.